一番仲良かった外国人選手誰？
一番仲良かったね。アダム・リックスね。ヤクルトスワローズのアダム・リックス、2番バッター。
リグス
ね。
トム・クルーズでしょ？
いや、トム・クルーズ、yes.
サングラスしたらもうトム・クルーズ。
Yeah.
リグスいたね。
Yeah, he was really good, and he was hitting Niban, and I think that he really followed my advice, and he did tremendously. He hit 38 home run 1年目, and he was my best friend. We still keep in contact.
あ、本当に。
面白い。A lot of players, a lot of Gaikokujin guys, I mean, we get along, but, they come and go. 1 year, 2 years, they go back. So it's kind of hard to be really close to them, all right? But Adam Riggs, we worked together for a couple of years. And then I moved to Giants, and he's still with, Yakuruto. So even thought we were very good friends, So I was thinking at one point, I'm not gonna get close because he's gonna leave soon, so. 悪いね。
でも活躍しそうな外国人選手に共通していることはやっぱりその文化に馴染もうとする選手なのかな。
Yes, that's the key. It is easy for me to see which foreigner is going to stay in Japan for a long time. It's easy because,例えばね、Mark Kroon. Remember Mark Kroon? Mark Kroon, I mean, he was an outstanding pitcher, one of the best pitchers in the Central League and in all Japan, all right? But he never tried to eat ramen とか。He never tried to eat ramen とか those things, all right? So only meat or McDonald's or those things. So, at some point, we're going to go to a road trip where there is no McDonald's, there is no steak. All we're going to do is eat ramen or, those things. So it's kind of hard. You have to adjust. At least try it, So, things like that.
いやラミちゃん本当ね馴染もうとしたしだけどでもね中には合わない外国人選手もいたわけでしょ？
いやもちろん喧
嘩とかしなかったの？
Some pitchers of course after I hit a home run I do performance they don't like it. We always like arguing, Roberto Peragini, right? So we're both in the same team. We're both from the same country. And I was expecting him to at least help me a little bit more my first couple of years, but he was too much into himself that we couldn't never have that good relationship between Peragini and I. But I respect him for what he did. And I learned that it was better to try things myself. And some of the players that I didn't really get along with, that's normal between players. Remember Rick Gattonson? Gattonson ね。
ホークスと
そう。スワローズホークス。Gattonson, he pitched no run with Yakuruto Swallows. When we were together, he threw a no-hitter. Yeah.
そうだっけ？
So. He did no run. Then the next day, he was pitching very good. The next outing, he was pitching very good. But somebody hit a little line drive to left field, and I took one bound, boom, first hit. So when I go back to the dugout, he's yelling, "Hey, you should hustle. You should. Hey, take it easy. If you don't want me to do that, don't let them hit it to left field. Let them hit it to right field something, right?" So.
でその後DNA の首脳陣にプランをプレゼンして監督就任になったっていうのは本当なの？
Yes. I had a couple meetings with the president, GM. I mean, like five different staff, from the company staff. And I showed the presentation to them. They asked me what you think about this, and then we talked about it. They asked me what would you do in this kind of situation with these players and things like that, and I told them what I had in mind. I think we can improve the team. And that time, the team was really struggling with the catcher, and I expressed to them that we need to get a new catcher because we led the league in pass ball last year, so we need to improve in this area. Things like that. I did the presentation to the president of the team and also the GM at that time.
5年どうだった？ 5年間監督やって。
Well, I had a good time. It was really challenging for me. I think that I learned a lot And also, I feel very happy that I manage such great players nowadays. They're very, very good players. So it was good. Of course, being a manager is not always good. It's tough. It's very, very tough. But I did the best I could for the team. To make the team a winning team, I did the best I could.
監督やってる中で思い出に残ってることとか印象的なことって何があるのかな。
we were able to go to the Nippon series in 2017年. That was very impressive. But winning the climax, we got a third place that year, and then we won. In Koshan Stadium, and that game, the second game, the last game was unbelievable, right? Raining day, and then that was number one game, and then we go to Hiroshima, where Hiroshima had one of the best records in all baseball, and they already had a win, and then the next day they won, and then we beat them four games in a row. That year was just unbelievable. So winning a game in the Nippon series, awesome. So that was the year that I remember. We had a tremendous year.
で今ねラミちゃん監督やってましたけど、ビッグボス今ね、やってますけど、監督やったラミちゃんから見たら今のビッグボスどう見えてます？
When I watch the games, I don't see him as a 監督 at this point yet, because I don't think that he's managing the team. Now, this is a good time for him to learn, to make his own decision about how to manage the team. Because it looks like, all the coaches are making all the decisions and the team is just playing. So he's just there as an entertainer. That's what it looks like to me. But I think that he was a really good player and he was a good entertainer. And then I think that he can be a really, really good kantoku. This year, he's just letting everybody play and the team is doing better than what a lot of people expected. But to see him as a kantoku, I cannot say he's good as a kantoku yet. I'm pretty sure in the near future, he can be a good kantoku maybe from next year when he start making his own decisions about the game.
ラミちゃんだったらこの実績がない本当に若い選手たちしかいないチームをもし抱えた時にどうチーム作っていくのかな、今のファイターズみたいなチームだったら。
When I was a kantoku for DNA Basers, I had a lot of young players. I had to create players. I had to make players. Kuwahara toka. I had to make them. All right. I had to make. I had Tsutsugo and then Lopez. Those were the only two guys basically that I had regular players. I had to make Miyazaki. All right. He was not an everyday player. All right. So in this case, for me, you have to build the center line. It's the most important to build the center line because the corner is for Gaikokujin players, all right? So you get a good catcher that can be an everyday catcher. You get a good shortstop, good second baseman to cover that area, and a good center fielder. Once you can do that, it's easy to maintain. You got two Gaikokujin guys there, and then you have two spots that you can manage. Okay, I'm gonna build this guy, I'm gonna build this guy. Little by little. So that's what I would do with that team.
And catcher?
The catcher is number one.
Number one.
Number one. Kiyomiya. I think Kiyomiya is a future superstar. Let him play. Let him develop. Everybody's expecting Nippon Han to be in the last place. Give Kiyomiya, go Hyakudaten, 500 at-bats. Let's see what he can do. Because he's a future first baseman. Let him play. Yoban Bata. Let him play.
Maybe これビッグボスチェックしてるからね。ラミちゃんあれだよ、ヒッティングコーチで呼ばれちゃうからね。
Hitting coach, man. I can do a hitting coach. And I tell you, being honest, I've been checking Kiyomiya for, since he got to the MPB. All right. And I predicted Kiyomiya getting hurt, Kega, when I saw him batting because the way he hits is tough. It's very hard. I think somebody needs to help him with his body mechanic. If somebody help with the body mechanic, I think Kiyomiya can be a 30 home run player in the Pacific League. Easy, because he's really good power. But he needs the right person to help him how to hit.
ラミちゃん今清宮幸太郎のどこを技術で直したらというかこうした方がいいっていうのがもしあれば。
Yeah, of course. One of the things is that Kiyomiya, he has the hands way too high, and the way the bat is, he's grabbing the bat, he's using the top hand too much. Okay? Yes. all right? So when he's gonna swing, he have to go around it too much, all right? He's here, and then when he's gonna swing, he have to go around it. Now, what you do in that kind of situation, you bring the hands, your elbow down, and put the bat really close to your ear. And then from there, you're just gonna come straight down, and then use the top hand through the ball. He has a really good power opposite field. So he needs to make good contact from here to here, okay? Easy, and a level swing, yes. Yeah, that being around. In the Central League, he may be able to hit. Pacifically, too hard, he cannot, he always gonna be here, foul ball. Fastball in the middle, foul ball. No, from here to here. Take it there. You know, when I look at these players, they're good players, but you know, how they being teach sometimes makes a big difference. You know, when I look at Kiyomiya now, 5 years, right?
Maybe.
He's still the same way he was when he came here. He just lost a little bit of weight. His body mechanic is still the same. He's still struggling. Why is that? Why nobody has said to him, you need to work on your body stance, your hands? I think somebody needs to tell him. That's the key right there.
はい、ということで今回ラミちゃんとコラボ企画ですけども、またラミちゃんのチャンネルもね、ぜひ皆さんチェックしてください。ぜひ皆さんチャンネル登録と高評価、コメントの方もぜひぜひよろしくお願いします。ではラミちゃんありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
せーの、
喜んでゲッツ